We've just had our latest carrot delivery, so thank you again to everybody who's donated them for the boys and girls. But because carrot season is beginning to come to an end and they'll start to go off quicker, what I did was I put some of the donations towards a big tray of apples. I was slightly worried when I saw these that they were cooking apples and they were going to be sour, but I've had a bite into one and they're nice and sweet, and Hoyts has tried one. So if it's okay with you, when the carrot season does come to an end, any contributions that are left over for the carrots will go towards apples, and we'll get some apples on the wish list as well. Is that tasty? So are you happy to have apples over the summer rather than carrots? I think that's a yes from Hoytzer. Mabel's got a slightly belated birthday present.
Oh, it's very pink.
So if you saw Jodie's YouTube of her taking Mabel out round the roads.
Oh, it's going to be really high vis now. Oh, that's so cool.
She'll look gorgeous in that.
Yeah.
Nobody will miss the little Peppa Pig now.
Exactly. Oh. Well, that's the thing is, you know, we go on with her training. We'll be going out further, and it's nice to know that people can see us.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so cool. I think that's a really good feature to have that at the front.
It is.
When people are coming towards you, they just see that band.
Maybe she should have little pink ears as well.
Oh, no. Yeah, because that would be quite good actually, because then that's quite
high up, so anyone over the hedges, especially when the hedges start to grow a little bit more.
At least even in the summer, when it's hot, we can still use this and attach it to the roller.
Yeah. So do we know who this is courtesy of?
Diane Cox.
Yeah.
I got a message the other day, so that's brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. Peppa, look how pinky you are. Aww, you gorgeous girly. Jim needs a matching one now.
They all need their little outfits for going out.
Yeah, you see, Jodie, you're in the wrong colour today. What's going on? That never happens.
No, I have got a pink high vis though, so we could match.
Yeah. Look at you, Jim. Oh, God. Bear's obviously feeling the effects of having his first night out. He's gone to bed. Are you tired, sweetie? Are you having a good itch? He did have the insole injections to help with his sensitive skin. So he's got to have the second one actually tomorrow. Oh, it does feel a bit like spring today. A bit more like spring, it's a bit warmer. The wind's dropping at times. Oh, he's very happy in there, I think. And then Hannes, back from our little trip round the village, just refilling his belly. You can have a sleep there. You might remember that he lay down in his stable quite a lot when that back leg was really poorly. He would often be lying in bed. But he certainly doesn't look distressed now or in pain. I think he's just enjoying the sunshine. And there's little Nell gone in to check on him. Look at them all up there watching. And as Jodie said, Connie probably needs her jacket off now. So we'll get Tamara to take it off. Look, they're all watching. They want to come down here and be pampered. Can you imagine if we did sheep bathing as well? There's Team Mabel off, with Jim and Nell and Jodie. I just want to give you a little close-up of that beard that's going to be coming off in the live on Friday. Look at all that hair. So we'll be trimming all of this off and he'll look nice and sleek once it's all done. So hopefully we'll get lots of you joining us. He'll be out in the turnout over there from 12 o'clock UK time until 2 o'clock, and then he'll come in to be plaited up, tidied up, and have the beard trimmed. But I know that right now he's looking to have a roll in the arena, so I'm just going to move him over to the middle so that he can do that. Oh, you good boy. You very good boy. He says, oh, I want to be silly now. I want to be silly. But he's polite with it as well. Stop. Thank you. Good boy. Annie, are you happy now you're mooching again? We moved some different barriers down to the driveway. You going in the arena to roll, or are you going to come and chat to Dow? He's a little bit sweaty because I've just worked her. Come on, Dow. Let's go and get you washed up. She was a very good girl. Sorry I didn't video any of it. We just did a bit of groundwork and a bit of schooling. Hannes over there. Bear's out of bed. We're just waiting for this afternoon's visitor to arrive. It's been a perfect spring day here today, and I'm just finishing off with little Maikamu, who, as you probably know, hasn't done a lot over the winter. So I'm just doing a little bit of groundwork with her. We've had some visitors here, a lovely lady celebrating her 50th birthday. Her and her husband have come to Cartmel. They're going to the Michelin star restaurant, Simon Rogan's Longclume, tonight. And she loves her horses, so she came up for one of our Meet the Horses tours and had a bit of time with Hole going around and meeting everybody, watched a little bit of Jodie working with ice in the arena, and then she actually had a hop on him and just had a nice little gentle walk round. Hopefully that's made her 50th birthday extra special today. We're prepping for Mabel's live tomorrow because we're going to be raffling off the quilt and the scarf. So you've got till 2 o'clock UK time tomorrow to get your tickets bought for that. And then obviously we've got the big one on Friday with Nero, Rainbow Boy, where he's going to be having his beard taken off, as you saw earlier in this video. So she's very tight, this little mare. So this is quite hard for her to stretch down and go on the small circle. But she really tries hard. It just takes her a while to get loosened and let go through her body. Okay. So I just encourage her forward with my hand. Okay. Oh. Yeah. So she's lost a lot of her suppleness over the winter. So this is quite hard for her, which is why she'll break into walk. And it's just keeping it nice and slow and steady for her. Just while she stretches everything out and lets go of that tension. Yeah. Good. Okay. Good. Good job. So it's just like a little stretching session today, and we'll do quite a few more sessions like this. Well, I mean, that was just a tiny little taster, but we'll do a lot more stretching work with Micah before I hop on her again, because I know that after a break she's not one that is happy for me to just get straight back on, because it's like if your back is really tight or you've got knots in your shoulder, you certainly wouldn't want to be carrying something. So with the groundwork, I'll just be loosening everything through her back muscles and her tummy muscles till she feels a lot softer and a lot more comfortable before I pop the saddle back on her and think of hopping on her myself. But she's such a sweetheart, aren't you? I will get a little bit with the GoPro, which will give you a wider angle at some point, but not today. Sorry. You ready to go back with your buddies, Micah? She's not in a hurry at the moment. They often just go through the claggy bit at the front, and then once they get up over the brow of the hill, the ground's much better and they can run off. She's checking out where they are first. It's always easier to trot and canter when the ground's not claggy. Night, Micah. She's off. But we've got another lovely evening. One of the things that I was going to talk to you about, which I'll probably talk about a little bit in the live that we do tomorrow night, are where your contributions are going, because I think it's really important that you all know, because they've had such a dramatic effect on us being able to get through the winter. I was up till the early hours of this morning doing my quarterly accounts, and I've just put some figures together which I'm going to share with you next, just so that you know where it's going, other than the day-to-day running costs of keeping the horses fed and watered. There obviously have been lots of extra costs that we've incurred this winter, whether it's vet bills, additional haylage, all sorts of things. So I'm just going to share now a list of some of those, and obviously, as I say, we'll talk about it on the live tomorrow, and if you've got any questions, please put them on as comments, and we'll do our best to answer them once we're live tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock.